Hey guys, it's Melissa. So I have a little bit kind of a different kind of message than I usually give. I didn't put a video out yesterday because I was just kind of was dealing with my own things. I've had my first job since I broke my hand back for my cleaning business, but I just had this bad feeling all day yesterday, and then it carried over. As soon as my head hit the pillow last night, the words "Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead." That movie popped into my head, which I love it. It's a good movie. It really is. So in that, I don't know if you've seen it. If not, maybe you should watch it. But their mom leaves them for the summer and leaves them with the babysitter, a really old babysitter, and she ends up passing away. They end up finding her mom left money for them, and the babysitter hid it. So they ended up not finding it or whatever. And they dropped the babysitter off in a box at the funeral home when she had the money on her. But anyways, so I'm just sitting here. I've been pulling cards, and I asked Spirit what this movie had to deal with this reading. And it was wish fulfillment. So with the feelings I had yesterday, and I just kept going further in my reading, and this is for an Empress. We had somebody come in that came in as the Knight of Pentacles. Slow offer. They really, really wanted to take their time with this. But it really messed your life up. I mean, we have the Queen of Cups. She's blocked, emotionally blocked off. Then we had the King of Swords and the Knight of Wands, and they're both blocked. And the communication just wasn't there. There was issues from the beginning, red flags that was never seen. And you thought of this person as your victory. You put everything that you had into this. And they cheated, they lied, they stole. They didn't put any effort into it when you were putting your all, right? But getting back to the movie, when they didn't have the money and the babysitter was dead and they didn't want to call mom and tell mom so mom would come home, right? The oldest sibling, I believe her name, Sue Ellen, she had to step up to take care of her siblings, so she had to find a job. In turn, she lied about her age to get this job. And, she did really well at this job. And they loved her. But it became too much on her. Like having to work and take care of her family when her brother was not helping. Her brother was a stoner and had his buddies over all the time. And her little brother ended up, falling off the roof, breaking his foot. A lot of things happened. But the pressure that was on her was so overwhelming, and she had a boyfriend who ended up being a brother to one of the ladies at the company, the secretary. So Sue Ellen had to lie to her boyfriend about where she was working and what she was doing. And it made it very hard on their relationship, like they ended up breaking up. And in the end, basically, like she had to throw this big grand party, and her brothers, and her sister, they all came together, and her friends to help her throw this party. But she realized, this is too much. This is way too much. She had to come clean and tell the truth because it was too much for her. She was only 17, So, with that movie popping in my head, and the first thing, the babysitter dying. And then I pulled a death card. And the overwhelming sense of nausea, it's like a wave that hits me. And I had this yesterday, and I had this bad feeling because I pulled the death card yesterday, and it was like, usually I don't get that feeling with that card. Usually that's about, somebody going through an awakening, an ego death, stuff like that. But that is not the feeling that I get with this one. Don't come at me for it. Okay? If it doesn't fit, don't apply it. I think some of you are going to experience a great loss. And this is not somebody that it's hard for me to even get this out. You're going to experience a great loss. Somebody that you really, really loved and cared about. And it's really going to put you in your head. But I think with this, it's going to be what you need to actually move on, move forward in your life, and proceed with the goals that you have in place for yourself. Because when this past energy clears out, because it's released, you're releasing this, but this person is not doing okay. They're not doing what they need to. They're actively involved in addiction, negative behaviors, third-party situations. Like it's a repeated process. They are completely repeating cycles over and over, and that's just not something that's going to change. And whatever they're messing around with is bad stuff. Very bad stuff. And I mean, it's breaking my heart to even give you this message, because I think that the loss is going to be a big loss. Somebody that you really, really loved and cared about, and that you think that you've moved on from, and when you get this news, it's just going to really mess with you. It's really going to break your heart. So I am very sorry to deliver this message. And it breaks my heart to do it. So please be careful. Watch your surroundings. If somebody in your life needs help, help them. They may not even ask you for help. You just may get the notion that they need help. Just even a small conversation with somebody can make a world of difference in what they're going through. If you see somebody struggling, help them as best as you can. Because this person doesn't want to ask for help. They just want to continuously just battle it themselves. I love you. We've got this. Keep going, and I'm so sorry.